Take a peek at these numbers. Leon Draisaitl on the power play this year. Nobody had more goals on the man advantage than him. 31. He also had 30 helpers, 61 points, second best in the NHL. Those 31 goals, the most power play goals in a single season for the Edmonton Oilers, and that is a franchise history that has put the puck in the back of the net a few times, especially back in the 80s. What makes this power play so effective? What makes him so effective on that power play?
Well, the star talent, obviously, but, you know, Leon might be the best combination of maybe the best passer in the game and maybe the best precision shooter in the game. You put that together, that's deadly. And what Leon Draisaitl is doing this season, it is historic. And we've talked so much about McDavid, and for excellent reasons, I need to do at least one segment on Leon Draisaitl.
Give it to him.
His year has been that good. Third all-time in power play goals in a season, Tim Kerr. That guy was a monster. Dave Andreychuk, big body. Those are net front guys. Leon does it a little bit differently in terms of scoring his power play goals. JMO, my German is not very good.
Give it to us.
Draisaitl might be German for angles, maybe. I don't know.
It's German engineering for sure.
And this is the precision shooting. So you talk about 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle, scoring from inside those angles. So dots down, but even lower than that, almost bottom of the circle down. Nobody does it like this guy. And that's the precision shooting that makes him so good. So goals scored from less than a 45-degree angle on the power play. He's got twice as much as anybody else. He shoots more from those tight angles than anybody else. That's where he sets up a lot on the right side on the power play. But his ability to go low makes him a weapon, and the fact that he can score from those spots, less than 30 degrees. He's got almost 3 times as much as anybody else. A lot of Oilers on that board, as you would expect. But that's what makes him special, and that's the precision shooting that separates Draisaitl from some other players in the league. You see a lot of one-timer guys be hash marks, face-off dot up to the top of the circles. Draisaitl can get so low, and you sneak a pass over to him in some of those spots where you don't think he can elevate it. You don't think he can find that real sharp angle and put it in the back of the net, and he'll get it up there. And the other thing is the Oilers move the puck so well that on some of these goals, he's got a wide open net to shoot at as well. But when he doesn't, he can put it in the top part of that net, in that top corner, unlike very many guys. So that's what I think one of the things that makes him so special is every year we talk about, is Draisaitl the best passer in the league? And he might be. Is he the best precision shooter? Like, knock an acorn off the crossbar? He might be.
Yeah, and the numbers certainly back it up. But, I mean, the numbers are one thing, but the eyeball test, it feels like every time he is on the power play, he's shooting from the goal line.
You can't help but watch him. It's like Ovechkin on the other side. You can't help but wait and watch. You know McDavid, you know Nugent Hopkins is looking for him because of that angle. That spot that he hangs out one, it's tough to cover back there.
You can't hang a defender
right? You
down
can't
there.
hand a defenseman back there, so he's got it creates this open space for him that's incredible. But that sharp angle of a shot, I used to work on those sharp angles just so when I got out front, the net looked enormous for me. No, it wasn't necessarily good. It takes a big, very strong. I want to know what his wrist curl regimen is to be able to get that. He's got that Peter Klima sweeper style to it. He does it so effortlessly. He gets it up so quickly, and he's accurate as can be from these very difficult angles. Then the one guy that he reminded me of that I remember doing it so much too, when Mario did it. Mario would hang out with his feet on that goal line, take a 90-degree angle pass from that defenseman and bury it short side on the goalies. Draisaitl's got that same ability, and it's oddly enough kind of a similar frame, a big, strong man that can corral no matter how hard of a pass it is that McDavid or whoever throws at him. He corrals it so quick, and it's lightning up to wherever he wants to put it.
Yeah, and you talk about one-timer goals, we think about who? Stamkos, Ovechkin, Pastrnak.
The clappers over there from the top of the circle.
Exactly. So his is different. He's got the long oar paddle, and it's a sweeping kind of one-timer.
Yeah.
He scored more one-timer goals than anyone else in the last 3 years. It's just a different kind of shot. And, man, he can put it where he wants it.
You mentioned those angles. How much of those angles and those goals correlate with what we're seeing goaltending-wise now? We always talk about reverse VH and those, when they're down hugging the post, short side high. It's the new 5-hole. Do you think there's a correlation there?
There's been a few of them. So I watched the 31 goals, and there's definitely been a couple where he's at the side of that net and he's flicking it up over and tucking it in that spot. Like I said, a lot of the times the goalie's moving over, and he can, if you're covering, bottom part of the net, whatever, getting over, he can get it up and over you quickly. And there's other times where McDavid's just twirling around, and then by the time Draisaitl gets it, the net's open. So that helps too. But yeah, no, that's a part of it for sure. You see more of that at even strength in the power play, but there were some examples of that.
All right, a historic power play, by the way. You said 0 for 4 they'd have to go in their final game against San Jose tomorrow night to not set the all-time mark?
I'm pretty sure that's it. As long as they don't go 0 for 4, they'll set the all-time mark for the greatest power play ever.
Incredible stuff. Fun to watch on a nightly basis.